Cybersecurity threats are often perceived as originating from external adversaries, sophisticated hackers, or nation-state actors. However, a significant and often underestimated danger lurks within an organization's own perimeter. This pervasive risk is known as the insider threat. Insider threats stem from individuals who possess authorized access to an organization's systems, data, or physical facilities. This broad category includes current and former employees, contractors, vendors, and business partners. Their privileged access makes them uniquely positioned to cause substantial harm. The nature of insider threats is complex and multifaceted, encompassing a wide range of actions. These actions can be both intentionally malicious and unintentionally negligent. Regardless of intent, the ultimate outcome is a compromise of an organization's critical data, systems, or operational integrity. Insider threats primarily fall into two distinct categories: malicious insiders and accidental insiders. Understanding these distinctions is crucial for developing effective mitigation strategies. Malicious insiders deliberately exploit their authorized access to cause harm or gain illicit benefits. Their motivations are varied, often driven by personal gain, revenge against the organization, or collaboration with external criminal actors. These individuals pose a direct and calculated danger. Their actions can include stealing sensitive intellectual property, customer data, or financial records. This data theft can lead to significant competitive disadvantages and regulatory penalties. Malicious insiders might also engage in sabotage, disrupting critical systems or destroying vital information. Furthermore, they may facilitate ransomware attacks by introducing malware or providing network access to external threat actors. Such actions can cripple operations and demand substantial ransom payments. The deliberate nature of these threats makes them particularly challenging to detect and prevent. Accidental insiders, in contrast, pose a risk not through malice, but through negligence, a lack of awareness, or simple human error. They inadvertently create vulnerabilities that external attackers can exploit or directly cause data breaches. Their actions are unintentional but can be equally damaging. A common example is clicking on phishing emails, which can lead to credential compromise or malware infection. Employees might unknowingly download malicious attachments or visit compromised websites. These actions open doors for external threats. Another frequent issue involves misconfiguring systems, databases, or cloud services. Incorrect settings can expose sensitive data to unauthorized access or create exploitable weaknesses. Such errors often arise from insufficient training or oversight. Losing sensitive devices such as laptops, smartphones, or USB drives containing confidential information also represents a significant accidental insider threat. These devices, if unprotected, can provide unauthorized individuals with direct access to organizational data. The cumulative effect of these unintentional errors can be devastating. The repercussions of an insider breach extend far beyond immediate technical disruptions. They can inflict profound and lasting damage across multiple facets of an organization. One of the most immediate and tangible consequences is the potential for significant financial losses. These losses stem from various sources, including investigation costs, remediation efforts, and business disruption. The financial burden can be immense. Intellectual property loss is a particularly damaging outcome, especially for technology-driven companies. Stolen trade secrets, proprietary algorithms, or product designs can severely undermine an organization's competitive edge. This loss can be irreversible. Such breaches can also lead to competitive disadvantages as rivals gain access to sensitive business strategies or customer lists. This erosion of market position can impact long-term profitability. Furthermore, organizations face substantial regulatory fines for non-compliance with data protection laws. Beyond financial penalties, an insider breach can cause significant harm to an organization's reputation. Public trust erodes when sensitive data is compromised, impacting customer loyalty and brand perception. Rebuilding a damaged reputation is a lengthy and arduous process. Organizations also face potential legal actions and penalties from affected individuals, business partners, and regulatory bodies. Lawsuits can result in costly settlements and further damage public image. Compliance failures often lead to severe legal consequences. System sabotage, whether intentional or accidental, can cripple an organization's operations. Critical infrastructure may be rendered unusable, leading to widespread service disruptions. This directly impacts productivity and customer service. Such operational disruptions inevitably lead to extensive downtime and lost productivity across the entire organization. Employees cannot perform their duties, and revenue generation grinds to a halt. The recovery process can be prolonged and expensive. Mitigating insider threats requires a comprehensive, proactive, and multifaceted approach. It involves a combination of technological solutions, policy enforcement, and continuous vigilance. Vigilance is paramount in recognizing the subtle warning signs that may indicate an impending or ongoing insider threat. Early detection is key to minimizing potential damage. Organizations must cultivate a culture of awareness. Warning signs can include unusual activity patterns, such as employees accessing data outside their normal working hours or from unusual locations. Unauthorized attempts to access sensitive data or systems are also critical indicators. Changes in employee behavior, such as increased dissatisfaction or unusual financial stress, should also be noted. Continuous monitoring of user activity, network traffic, and data access logs is essential. Advanced analytics can help identify anomalous behaviors that deviate from established baselines. This proactive surveillance allows for timely intervention. Providing comprehensive cybersecurity awareness training to all employees is fundamental. Training should cover phishing recognition, data handling best practices, and the importance of reporting suspicious activities. A well-informed workforce is the first line of defense. Implementing the principle of least privilege ensures that individuals only have access to the resources absolutely necessary for their job functions. This minimizes the potential blast radius if an account is compromised. Regular access reviews are crucial. Finally, employing data loss prevention, or DLP, tools is vital to prevent sensitive data from leaving the organization's controlled environment. DLP solutions can detect and block unauthorized data transfers, whether intentional or accidental. These tools act as a critical safeguard. Understanding the nuanced nature of insider threats is not merely beneficial, it is absolutely crucial for modern cybersecurity. These threats, originating from within, demand a distinct and dedicated focus. Recognizing the subtle and overt warning signs associated with insider activity is an essential skill for every IT professional and organizational leader. Proactive identification can prevent catastrophic breaches. Implementing appropriate security measures, from robust access controls to continuous monitoring and comprehensive training, significantly reduces the risk posed by insiders. A layered defense is the most effective approach. Ultimately, cybersecurity is not just about keeping external adversaries out of the network. It is equally, if not more, about effectively managing the inherent risks that exist within the organization itself. The enemy within requires constant vigilance and strategic defense.